Hello everybody and welcome to the Showcase, where we take a look at articles on Wookieepedia, the Star Wars wiki. Today on the Showcase we take a look at Rodrigu battle, so let's get started. Quote, "This is your last chance to beg for mercy." Funny, I was just going to say the same thing to you. Rodrigu battle and Tasu Leech. Rodrigu battle was an Iridonian Zabrak pit fighter who fought at the fighting pits on the planet Narkanji during the reign of the Galactic Empire, where he was an undefeated champion among his class. In 3 ABY, he fought in a match against the underdog human fighter Tasu Leech. During the battle, the blade that was attached to one of his limbs was severed by Leech, losing him the fight soon after. After the fight, Battle promised his opponent that he would combat him again as soon as he replaced his missing parts. Sometime later, the Zabrak was recruited by Grand Leader Vukora of the Unbroken Clan criminal syndicate to serve as her bodyguard. He was present in Coronet City on the Corworld's planet Corellia when the crew of the bounty hunter Tonga, including Battle's old competitor Leech, undertook a mission to capture Vukora as part of their hunt for Cadelia, the rightful heir of the syndicate. Battle once again fought Leech, being defeated a second time while losing his right leg in the process before he fell off a high platform. Following his loss on Corellia, Battle was at Jabba's palace along with other mercenaries and bounty hunters when the cyborg Bailert Valance entered uninvited. Insulted by his presence, Jabba the Hutt put an immediate bounty on Valance to be captured. Battle took his chance to apprehend the cyborg, but Valance took him down and severed his new right leg cybernetics. Biography. Against an underdog. Quote, "You dare mock me? I will feast on your heart as you die watching. I will pick my teeth with your spine. How will you do that after I cut off your limb?" Rodrigu battle and Tasu Leech. In 3 ABY, during the reign of the Galactic Empire, Rodrigu battle was a pit fighter in the fighting pits of the Hutt colony world Narkanji. He was undefeated among his class, giving him a high reputation, and was popular among the crowd due to his outstanding record. That year, Battle was introduced to a match with a warring crowd, being called the Breaker of Bones and Crusher of Spirits. Among the audience was the human bounty hunter Tonga and her wife, Lasha Tarkin, who originally thought they were there to hire the Zabrak for a job. Tonga then corrected Tarkin that they were there for his opponent instead, who the announcer proceeded to announce, the human fighter Tasu Leech, who was considered an underdog. The two fighters had a pair of large blades each, ready for a fight. Starting the match, Battle engaged the human. As they tussled, Battle offered Leech a last chance to beg for mercy, an offer the human mocked, angering the Zabrak. Battle threatened Leech that he would feast on his human heart and pick his teeth with his spine. Leech smirked and remarked as to how he could possibly carry through with his threats after he had cut off Battle's limb. Fulfilling the threat he made to the Zabrak, Leech proceeded to cut off Battle's limb attachment, which was one of the blades he used to fight prior, then held Battle at knife point. The Zabrak promised to take on Leech as soon as he had replaced his missing parts. Leech considered Battle a noble foe and honored the Zabrak's words, leaving the pit with his new trophy. His loss caused people betting on him to lose money, including the Imperial Inferno Squad agent Del Mico, who had bet 20 credits on the Zabrak. Hired muscle. Quote, "Rodrigu Battle, my old friend. Oh, Poodoo. It's nice to see you as well. I miss the fun we used to have in the fighting pits." Tasu Leech and Rodrigu battle. Sometime between 3 ABY and 4 ABY, after his loss against Leech, Battle was hired by the criminal syndicate Unbroken Clan and made his way to the Corworld's planet Corellia to pose as a bodyguard and protect Grand Leader Vukora, who had recently taken over the clan from its previous leader. He was walking in Coronet City, along with Vukora and other Unbroken Clan soldiers, to show off their might. Unknowns to the syndicate, a disguised Leech, along with the Trandoshan bounty hunter Bosk, approached the Grand Leader and offered a captured Tonga. The Grand Leader welcomed Tonga to Coronet City, claiming the city as Unbroken Clan territory. Tonga reminded her about the true heir of the criminal syndicate, Cadelia, aggravating Vukora about her position and title as the Grand Leader. Vukora ordered her soldiers to execute Tonga, but an attack came from above, interrupting her execution. Fulfilling what he was hired to do, Battle directed the Grand Leader Vukora towards a vehicle to keep her safe from the attacks, though she disregarded the directive, deducing that it was a trap set up by Tonga and her crew. Other members of Tonga's crew then came to her aid, including, to Battle's dismay, Leech. The former pit fighter took off his disguise and revealed himself amongst the assailants that had attacked the Unbroken Clan, and then confronted his old friend. Though he declined, Battle told Leech to accept his inevitable defeat with honor. As the two fought, Battle then cornered Leech. The human questioned if Battle was still upset about the loss of his arm and promised not to cut his arm during their current fight. Leech threw his knife at the Zabrak, which cut right through his right leg, fulfilling his promise of not cutting Battle's arm. The loss of his leg caused Battle to fall from a high platform, ending the fight. His failure to defeat Leech contributed to Vikora's capture by the assailants. Sometime later, Battle was at Jabba's palace on the planet Tatooine along with other mercenaries and bounty hunters when the human cyborg Bailert Valance barged into the room uninvited. Angered by the cyborg's presence, Jabba the Hutt considered it an insult and ordered Valance to be captured. Jabba told them that whoever handed him Valance would rise in his esteem and be rewarded 50,000 credits. Battle licked the blade of his arm attachment with a smile and took a chance at the cyborg. With the battle axe he took from a Gamorrean guard, Valance hacked his way through and took Battle down by cutting off his new leg cybernetics, much to Battle's displeasure. Personality and traits. Quote, "You're cornered now. I'm going to make your death very painful. Are you still upset about the time I chopped your arm off?" Rodrigu Battle and Tasu Leech on their rematch. Rodrigu Battle was a muscle-bound Iridonian Zabrak with tan skin. He was covered with red, tattoo-like markings all over his body. With his title of being undefeated, Battle underestimated his competitors in the fighting pits, even after his loss, which tarnished his clean record. Battle was upset to lose his leg once more when it was severed by Bailert Valance. Skills and abilities. Quote, "Wow, I see what you mean. He could take on an empire by himself." Lasha Tarkin on Rodrigu Battle. Being a seasoned pit fighter, Battle was skilled in close-quarters combat. His massive build allowed him to become more aggressive, though it also gave his opponent an opportunity to strike back. His show of strength convinced Tarkin that Battle could take on an empire alone, while Leech considered him not to be much of a test. The Zabrak spoke Galactic Basic Standard and was able to understand Jablogian. Equipment. Quote, "I will heal, replace my missing parts, and take you next time." Rodrigu Battle to Tasu Leech. The Zabrak had a pair of large knives, one of which was attached to his left hand. During his pit fighting days, Battle wore a pair of black pants with a brown belt. When employed by the Unbroken clan, Battle wore a black jacket with a black top underneath and a pair of black gloves. After his fight with Leech on Corellia, Battle got a new right leg cybernetic to replace his missing limb. Behind the scenes. Rodrigu Battle first appeared in the 15th issue of the 2020 Marvel comic book series, Star Wars Bounty Hunters, which was released on August 4th, 2021. The issue was written by Ethan Sachs and illustrated by Paolo Villanelli. Thanks everyone for watching, and we hope you've enjoyed this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, this is Spooky Willow signing off, and may the Force be with you.